Hi there. Welcome to our channel. I've not talked about the war in Eastern DRC for a while. The M23 has recently been making territorial gains. In the past few days, the M23 took control over the strategic town of Kanya Bayonga. Kanya Bayonga is right next to the border with Rwanda, less than 25 kilometers to be precise. The town is strategic. It sits on the N2 highway. Whoever controls it can dictate the flow of goods to Ruchuru and Goma in the south, and then to Butembo and Beni in the north. These are all important commercial centers in North Kivu. As anyone would imagine, the M23 are claiming that their aim is to take over the two Kivu provinces. And the M23 is now imposing taxes on trucks passing through the area it controls. Recently, the dynamics of the conflict have shifted. On social media, Twitter handles aligned to Rwandan intelligence claim that Kivu Natis are reclaiming their towns in North Kivu. The locals, of course, have nowhere to flee. The M23 has been shelling camps for the displaced. The natives want us to take into account in North Kivu are the 7 main local communities of the Banande, the Bahunde, the Batembo, the Bahavu, the Bashi, and the Bafulero. These are the people, the locals, watching the M23 invaders from across the border in Rwanda claiming to be locals returning home. The Rwandans seem to be winning the propaganda war on social media. What seems to have shifted the perception of the M23 is Corneille Nangaa joining the organization in December of this past year. Nangaa is now the Congolese face of a conflict largely fought by Rwandan soldiers. The UN estimates that Rwanda has secretly deployed 4,000 of its own soldiers in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Corneille Nangaa himself has a personal interest at stake. Before joining the M23, the DRC government repossessed a mining concession he owned in Beni. He was reportedly earning $20 million a month from mineral sales. His motivations in the conflict are entirely personal and wants to settle scores with the leadership in Kinshasa. The Rwandans in the M23 might settle for control of the two Kivu provinces, but Corneille Nangaa has threatened to march all the way to Kinshasa. Just to give a brief background to what the issues, what is it or is it's all about. At its founding in 1963, the Organization of African Unity inherited colonial borders, and the founding fathers resolved that member states would respect borders inherited from colonizers. Rwanda, in contrast, has insisted that colonial borders do not matter. What matters is its interest in protecting Tutsis wherever they are found. And I've done some digging, and there are less than 1% of Tutsis in both North and South Kivu. Rwanda claims that it aims to control all of the two Kivu provinces. How that will work is an open question. A clue to this puzzle might lie in the recent history of Rwanda itself. It has nearly 15 million people, with the Hutu majority forming 85% of the population. The Tutsis who run the government and who control all the levers of power form just 14% of the population. In 1994, Paul Kagame and the Rwanda Patriotic Front invaded the country from Uganda and in the process kickstarted the 1994 side. They defeated the Hutu government and its army, and all politicians and the army fled to the jungles of the Eastern DRC. Since 2000, Kagame has participated in 3 elections where he has won with more than 90% of the vote. These elections are regarded as a sham. The only other person who claims to win elections with such margins in the whole world is the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-il. Kagame's opponents, of course, are barred from contesting these elections. For instance, Diane Rwigara was barred in the 2017 election, and she has just been told she cannot contest the July 2024 elections. It is this model that Rwanda aims to export to the two Kivu provinces. However, to succeed in taking over a region such as the two Kivu provinces with less than 1% of the population of Tutsis, that would require a permanent state of war. This might not actually matter to the Rwandans. As it stands, Rwanda is reaping a handsome profit from the war in the two Kivu provinces. This is in the form of mineral exports, coltan to be precise. It now controls the world's largest coltan mine at Rubaya. In contrast, Rwanda itself does not have any coltan mines on its own territory. However, this has not, like I've just said above, stopped Rwanda leading the world in exports of coltan. But why is the M23 suddenly making these territorial gains? For a start, the FADAG, that is the regular Congolese army, is highly demotivated. It is poorly equipped and its soldiers are poorly paid. In Kanya Bayonga itself, a force of less than 1,000 FADAG soldiers faced 4 battalions of a combined force of the Rwanda Defense Force and the M23. After 2 weeks of intense resistance with no reinforcements or air support, the local commander chose to a tactical withdrawal. I have to resist the urge to highlight problems with the regular Congolese army. I fear that I would end up doing the propaganda work for the Rwandans. They aim to show that the DRC is a failed state ripe for takeover by its neighbors. Thank you for following this piece. I'll meet you in the next presentation. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.